Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are. Opening today. It's Sunday. It's the Sunday Rise. There's no better way to start your Sunday than with the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, the Sunday Rise. It's 11 a.m. I don't know where you are and what you're doing. I don't know who you rode over to this morning. Hopefully it wasn't the last girl in the bar, but if it was, hey, a win is a win. With that being said, it's the Sunday Rise, and this is what we do, baby. We got a great opening for you. The Gentleman Jack and the Midnight Rider had a field trip to the PG County versus Southern Maryland ball game yesterday. We had Army Navy, the American classic of a football game yesterday. KG wants to talk about the college award winners. More than likely, he wants to talk about the Doak Walker winner. I'm just going to take a hunch. We got Heisman Trophy being dropped off yesterday, and then we have what's called the nickel, and we got a guest picker. Unfortunately, kid's a Cowboy fan, so he doesn't make good choices in life. But Mr. Caleb Sevilla is going to be with us. So with all that being said, here's what I got going with me today. I got a full house. We got the four horsemen. We got the Gentleman Jack. We got the correspondent. We got the big guy KG. I'm the Midnight Rider. I just do what I do. But most of the time when I do it, I do dope shit. And with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to the host, the big guy, KG.
Well, thank you for that rousing introduction. Good morning. First and foremost, gentlemen, how's everybody feeling?
Feeling good. Good morning.
That's good to hear. Yesterday was a action-packed field day. Like the Midnight Rider said, him and Jack had a field trip. We had John Cena's final match last night. The WrestleManiacs covered that. So if you have not seen that or heard that, you can check that out. First and foremost, the Sunday Rise can be heard every Sunday at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But can be seen every Sunday at 11 o'clock. But if you happen to miss it, you can also listen on Monday mornings at 8 a.m. on all your favorite streaming platforms, from Odyssey to Spotify to iHeartRadio to Amazon Music. Make sure you like and subscribe on whatever your streaming platform is, so you don't miss an audio version of every podcast on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. Now, we'll throw this over to the Midnight Rider and the Gentleman Jack so they can talk about their field trip on yesterday.
I need Jack to start talking first, because yesterday for him, I think, was a great moment, because I think there were several coaches that we interviewed and they walked up to Jack and introduced themselves and shook his hand. Because I didn't have my hat on and I got the baldy, I don't think anybody recognized me. So it was different for me, but for Jack, the whole thing. So let's start it off, Jack. You take this away.
Well, the old gray-headed white guy, they ain't gonna forget me. You know what I'm saying? And it was nice, guys. You should have seen the KG. I got a few gentlemen chants. The gentlemen. It was pretty cool. And
he signed some autographs.
Some coaches that were with us in the beginning, man. Because we're some 60+ episodes in, man. I had to kind of double look at these coaches, like, oh yeah, Coach Lux. Oh yeah, Coach. I mean, it was pretty badass, man, to have that many people that are, part of the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network family now, all in one spot. And I mean, even some parents knew who we were from the videos that were taken from the state championship game. So we're definitely growing on the Maryland high school sports scene, and I want us to continue growing as a network on the Maryland high school sports scene, because as you guys have said, and now I'm definitely agreeing with you, we got something here as far as this covering the Maryland high school sports. It's blowing up. So we had a blast. We had players of the year on every angle. I mean, the talent out there was phenomenal. The style of football, it wasn't an all-star game. A lot of the boys was out there hitting like Sean Taylor. You know what I'm saying? as Midnight Rider, we probably had 3 concussions, and then they ended the game with 3 minutes left because the big guy he fell out. I mean, he was sprawled, not moving. Ended up being taken to an ambulance for evaluation and stuff. But yeah, I don't never want to see a young man get taken in the ambulance. But I think it was all for safety precautions. But you know, right? Am I right? Was there some hitting going on yesterday?
I mean, the stars of the show yesterday. I know you got the names written down. If you still got your pad with you, but the young
Mm-hmm.
fella from the Southern Maryland side, number 45. Um, that kid was all over the place. He made himself known. If you didn't know, like if you didn't know, you found out. And then we had the kid number 0 from Suitland High School, Mr. I think it's Sayaquan Office. I remember his
Yes.
name because we interviewed him. We tried to get Tom on. We had a coach interrupt us interviewing another kid. I think it's
Yeah.
Baptiste, number 18 from Central High School. Maybe I got the school wrong. I apologize if I do. Then we had the kid Cal Ferreira, number 7, who was throwing the ball all over the yard, dog. I'm talking about
Woo!
Southern Maryland knew one thing: they could throw corner routes in this ball game,
All
and
day.
when they got in trouble or when things got thick, they call a under and an over corner route, and man, it was poetry in motion, and they hit it. Whether it was number 10, I don't remember number 10's name because I I forgot my
Number
flyer.
10, number 10 was Blake Pasick,
Yeah, I like. Hey,
from
anytime you wear
from
the number
Northern
10,
Patriots.
anytime you wear the number 10 around the Midnight Rider, you a target, baby. Because we always say 10 is playmakers numbers, baby. Remember, Pele wears 10. You know what I'm saying? All the great soccer players, if you notice it, Messi wears 10. It's something about the number 10. You know, it's perfection built into the number. But I'm not gonna go on that rant and go on that thing and promote the number 10 like that. But I'm just letting y'all know. Tens are important, baby.
We
What else
got
you had,
to
Jack?
we got to mention 4-5, man. What was his name again? Simone.
Yeah, it's something like that. Hold on,
Oh
hold
my
on, hold on, hold
God.
on. Go ahead and keep talking. I got my roster right here. I just
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
don't have that page of the roster. I must have dropped it at the field yesterday. But I mean, the quarterbacks for SMAC, which is the Southern Maryland Athletic Conference, all 3 of them was on point, man. And and,
So,
and going
so
on,
the kid's name 45 is Savidra Sema,
yes,
linebacker out of La Plata. Um, yeah, that's your boy, Danny Hayes' team, right?
yes, from La Plata, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Danny
He was.
because Danny gave us a much love yesterday.
Danny's a great man. Uh, uh, Keith knows Danny Hayes.
Yep.
He's still
Shout out
good.
to
Still,
what's the other guy? Coach Sneed, who we had on the show. He came over and chopped it up with us for a quick second. Um,
yeah. Coach Sneed was upset because they threw him up in the box, up in the coach's box, and he wanted to be on the sidelines. And it was a bunch of head coaches, you know what I'm saying? So nobody wanted to go up in the box.
so the
Coach Sneed was there.
Southern Maryland Players of the Year on the offense, it was the kid Kyla Ferreira, number 7, who we had an interview with, and we got to redo the interview because of sound quality. And then the defensive player of the year was the kid Savidra Sema. On the PG side, I guess I don't have a PG one.
I
Um,
got PG, some of the players of the year, PG. The 4A, 3A defensive player of the year was your boy number 0 from Suitland, Saquon Office. And he was just screaming all over the field. The boy played sideline to sideline football, a very fast linebacker. And then I got the 1A, 2A co-offensive players of the year, and both of these boys were lights out. Uh, the running back Tymon Fox, and I'm not sure which school he was from. I apologize for not
Tamon
having
Fox from
that.
Largo.
Okay. And then we had the quarterback, D'Angelo Bryant, who a nice tall young man, probably 6'2". And these games were all seniors, so it was some good talent out there. And I tell you,
Oh,
next year we need a bigger. We need the whole crew to come on out next year and just show them what Sideline Junkies Podcast Network is growing and growing.
and then shout out to the scout from Shepherd High School, Mr. Norris. He's a
Yeah.
he's a fellow Lion. You gotta sometimes the 333 represents the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. As soon as he said that shit, he said, "Yeah, I played ball at so and so school. Then I went to this private school in D.C. called Archbishop Curl. I don't know if y'all heard of that." I just walked away, dude. I knew some 333 and here Kitty Kitty was gonna start happening. So, but I eventually found my Bladensburg people on the other side, and I got my turn too. So we was both.
It's different. It hits different, dog. It's
We was
different
both
when
stepping into our grounds.
it's different when you talk about the legacy of the Lions. I mean, I'm just saying. It's different, baby. Keith, I saw your hand up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, this was sort of the last All-Star game of the season, right? I mean, does that kind of put a cap in it? So
yeah.
What are we gonna as a network here? I mean, we did a great. I mean, I said this on the last show. I mean, the work you guys have done, Jack, Coach Powell, tracking and following, high school sports, the high school football season up to this point. Are we gonna maybe throw some shine on or highlight some of the guys that are being recruited or acknowledge their recruitments or their commitments rather as that stuff pops up? I'm just talking about, off-season content, if you will. Bear with me.
No, because in my infamous words, I say content all the time. And I can't disclose the nature of the content, but we have some conversations. Actually, we just had a conversation with the young man, Tamon Fox, from Largo. I asked him if Jack and I were talking to him, and I asked him if he wanted to do his commitment on our network. So we've dabbled in that. I don't know how much we're gonna get of that, but let's just say it's in the works. If that helps.
No, I mean, we don't have to break the news necessarily, but you could group them together as they pop up.
But if we break the news,
no, I'm saying that would be great.
Okay, we gotta be trendsetters, not trend followers.
Right. If you don't shoot, you can't score.
Yeah.
But
so he said he would do it. I don't know how much he's gonna stick to it. Kids got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but we can get him to do it. I asked him if he can make it on our network, so that way we can break it for him.
We're gonna be reaching out to some cats today to follow up on some things that were said yesterday, and as Midnight Rider say, meeting all the coaches that we formed new relationships with in the past year and a half, and then we also met new coaches like he said, the coach from Shepherd University, Mr. E.J. Norris. He's going to be in the passenger seat here shortly. Probably going to schedule him sometime today. Finally got a hold of a coach I've been wanting to talk to for years, Coach Steve Crounce from Patuxent, 3-time state champion. He's going to be in the passenger seat soon. It was just people all over, Keith. I mean, rubbing elbows, getting information, making new relationships.
That's cool.
And like I said, Sideline Junkies Podcast Network is known on the Maryland high school scene now. And let's just roll that into basketball, and it'll just grow even more. And then by the time spring sports roll out, who knows?
And we gotta give a shout out to Coach Powell. I didn't fill any paperwork out. I did have to pay for my entry fee. I'm a little bitter about that, but it's okay. But
you gotta stick with me.
But again, like I said, the beauty of this whole thing was getting on the sideline. I haven't had sideline access. I didn't ask for it during the season at Laurel, but we had sideline access. And like Jack and I literally was like, all right, we'll spend the first half on this sideline, and then we'll go to the other side and hang out with them. It was dog. I felt like I was in a different place. I told somebody one of my goals this year was to have like media access to an event. So I knocked something off my bucket list.
Stick with me, kid.
the next thing I got to get is a press conference. Like, I got to get somebody to say, I mean, they ain't got to say Midnight Rider, but if they say Ben Conti from the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, and if you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about them 4 letters up in that corner, the SJPN of America. We got to make it do what it do, baby. We got to make it happen some point, some way, somehow. Hey,
It's
KG.
coming.
Warren Moon jersey. I like that.
Yes, sir. I pulled the Warren Moon out. Maybe
You're the only big guy I know that likes single digits, dog. Like, big guys don't like single digits. We don't do single digits, dog. That's why you got to rock a 10, a 32, maybe a 22. You can't rock a 1.
44.
Yeah,
I got one of those.
1 or 3. Like, that 1 is better on Keith than on you. You know what I'm saying? He's a single digit guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. I've always been a single digit guy.
Hey, I don't know who the comment is. I haven't paid attention.
That is Josh from Highly Opinionated. He said, the big guy, KG, Gentleman Jack, the correspondent, Midnight Rider. Keep winning, fellas. Perfect way to start your day with the Sunday Rise.
Hey. So we got to figure out, because I know Josh shot a shot to a certain person on the group that he hasn't had on the show yet. So we got to get him on Highly Opinionated. And he knows who I'm talking about. The correspondent has to get on with Josh and them.
We talking
negotiation, baby.
It's happening. My people are talking. My people are talking to his people. We good.
What's the agent, Jimmy Sexton in college football? That's who I feel like, because I'm out here making sure deals happen, baby.
There you go.
All right. Where we gonna go next, fellas? We gonna go to Army Navy.
Yeah, let's hit that real quick.
No.
I mean, we were out in the town, out and about. I know Jack didn't get home in time to see any of it, but the game ended in a great fashion. Navy scores late. Horvath is but they got this kid number 5. I don't remember his name offhand. He's the backup quarterback. Navy gonna be problem next year. This kid got like a Vic-ish quality to him. And I'm not saying he's gonna be Vic. I'm saying he's Vic-ish. Griffin-ish. Who's another young black running quarterback? Lamar Jackson-ish. He has that kind of traits when I watched him yesterday. And this was a superficial watch. I saw him flash on my screen a couple times. I know the correspondent knows who his name is.
You talking about Woodson?
Is he the Navy backup quarterback?
Braxton Woodson, I think.
Okay.
Is his name.
That's what I'm talking about. That kid flashed a couple times. They purposely brought him in, ran like 2 reverses with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's him.
And a couple other plays with him. The kid's going to be special, man. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Well, the quarterback at Army had 25 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Your quarterback got 25 carries. Now, that I told you triple option was going to be a beast.
You'd run that right now with your Notre Dame team if you could.
If I could get away with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I love running the option. I love running the wishbone because you don't know who I'm going to give it to. I got 3 backs in the backfield. You don't know where it's going. Sleight of hand, misdirection.
The KG, the kid at Army, he's only thrown 70 passes all season. He's like 39 of 70 passing. But yet he's got 200 rushes on the season. You know what I'm saying?
Don't that say something?
Look,
for
me, with all that's going on in college sports, specifically college football with the NIL and all the nonsense with the controversy with the playoffs and all that, it was just great to see football in its truest form yesterday. Be reminded of that, what football is capable of. It's almost like it felt like I watched almost the whole game. It was almost the truest form of football as it was meant to be played. And if that made sense. Everybody on the field was playing under the same circumstances. All the same. You know what I mean?
It's
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's a flashback to what we think this is supposed to be. It's the amateurism. That's the beautiful aspect of this.
Right.
But yet,
It's you. As much as NCAA could try, they couldn't. Excuse my language. Fuck this game up. You know, what I mean, it's almost dummy proof. You know, and thank God for that. So it was just, I sat on my couch, watched my wife work with Christmas decorations, and enjoyed the game, locked into it. I got more caught up in the pageantry and you could just feel what it meant to people in the stands, and the players and coaches that were on the field. So I thought it was really well done, and the broadcast was excellent as well, obviously.
I think the beautiful. Go ahead, Jack.
For two running teams that are, predominantly run heavy offenses, it's crazy that the go-ahead touchdown on 4th and goal was a passing play. So that was pretty ironic, I thought.
I think the beautiful part of this ball game is it doesn't even start on Saturday. I think the Friday Radio Row makes part of this even more special because this is Super Bowl like coverage that they give this one ball game. I don't know what your proclivity is when it comes to listening to the radio, but if you got B. Mitch and Finley, if you had certain shows, most of these shows were on Radio Row at the Army Navy game. If you got a chance to listen, and I'm gonna implore this right now. One of the best segments of this week. You go to Odyssey app. You go to the Chris Russell show. I think it's around somewhere in the 2:00 hour on Friday. He gets Joe Miller and the Army play-by-play guy. And they spend the first 5 to 6 minutes of the interview talking about a guy that we lost last year. One man, one sports enthusiast. The best, to me, the best sports person in this area that didn't get a show and didn't get a chance to shine as much as he should have. Pete Medhurst. They gave him his flowers, and I text Chris after he did the show, like Pete deserved everything you gave him yesterday on Friday. And I always say, personally for me, because I'm not a sports junkies guy, but I always thought that Pete Medhurst was not honored in the proper way in this city because he was the most informative guy that we had on the sports side. But he only got like his last 2 years to be a person that could talk it on his own show. And I think that's a travesty that we have to deal with in the aftermath. So
agreed.
Agreed.
Geez. And
damn, comments went from 2 to 13. Jeez.
Yeah. And Pete Medhurst, this Army Navy game would have been right in his wheelhouse.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
you guys don't know this, but so when we do the top 5, when we started doing the top 5, I would send Joe Mill and Pete my top 5 for that week, and they would be like, "Oh, I think this guy's better," or "I would put this person here," and they would give me like instant feedback. And I didn't do it this year because I felt like I didn't want to impede on Joe Mill's grieving process. So I didn't want to be an inconvenience. So that's the only reason I didn't reach out to him. I asked him about his top 5 quarterbacks for this year. But yeah, years past, I always talked to Pete and Joe Mill, and Joe Mill. I mean, Pete was the one that put me on Nico Imavilla, Malava, I'm gonna say Amasai Makusap, the kid from Tennessee. Like Pete
I'm a believer.
Yeah, I know what the name is, dog. I'm just messing around because he done
I am
transferred. Got another school to go to. Let's hit comments.
All right, JoJo checking. I ain't heard from JoJo in a while. JoJo said, "Man, I was hurt."
JoJo.
She said, "I laid down in my army sweater and fell off to sleep." Good game. Still F Navy. Such hate. Navy's a good team this year.
Yeah,
they 10-2, so they should be going to the loss. What is that? The military bowl. That's probably where they're gonna put them in there.
No, I don't think so. I
hope they put them somewhere bigger than that.
I heard a rumor, because Navy doesn't always go to that. One year it was Duke and Central Florida. Navy doesn't always go to that military bowl, but I can't remember who. I heard a rumor running around, and it wasn't Navy, but I'll get on to that and maybe have it by Tuesday.
Okay. She said Army threw it a lot more too. Anthony checking in says, "Yo," and then he said, "I have a question. Was I right? Did it go to overtime?" Nope. Almost went to OT, but did not go.
Oh no.
And JoJo said, talking about Pete Manhurst, yep, they flower him down. She said, man, it was amazing. I tried getting tickets yet again. No mas. And Anthony said, I'm going to say this. Pete is one of these guys that wasn't going to be appreciated until he retired or passed away.
Absolutely correct, Doug. I think there was no way. I mean, you got to think about a guy that would, on a Monday, drive to somewhere in PA after he did the show. Did a PA lacrosse game, like Navy versus, I don't know, St. Francis in PA, and then he dropped home that same night. Come home the next day. He'd go from his home to like La Crosse, Pennsylvania, and do another like volleyball game. Like Pete Medhurst did every game you could do. Like there was no thing that he could do, or he couldn't do. So, yeah, man, we gotta give him all the love and all the appreciation because there's no one that took care of everything, like every sport. I mean, Pete could make swimming sound interesting.
He did play-by-play and color. He did both.
He did mostly play-by-play.
Okay, that's the format I'm remind hearing him in the most.
Yeah.
Real quick, back on Navy. I think it sounds like they're going to be in the Liberty Bowl against Cincinnati on January 2nd. That's what it.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, but looks like that might be finalized later today.
Who do you see proposed to be in the military bowl over here at Navy Stadium?
It looks like Pitt. Looks like Pitt's going to be one of them, and it might be Navy. If Navy, I think Navy would rather play in a Liberty Bowl if they can make that happen. So that's why. But it looks like Pitt for sure is going to be one of the teams.
Yeah, these teams, they want to travel, man. It's like that time Maryland got the damn military bowl. It's like, damn, we just going from College Park to Annapolis for our bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anticlimactic for sure.
Definitely.
And Anthony said he think Navy's going to go against BYU.
Okay.
JoJo say can't agree with you on BYU, Anthony. Navy versus Cincinnati in the Liberty Bowl. And Anthony said, Anthony said, would it make sense for them to be going against BYU in a bowl game that BYU is in? It would make sense, but I think BYU is should get a bet. I mean, the bowls have been muddy now because you don't know what's the bigger bowl. You know what the bigger bowls are. Those are the ones they use for the playoff. But after that, we don't know which bowls are top bowls and which bowls are just like, the feeder bowls, just to have a bowl. So,
well, it used to feel like, you started at the top and then you tried to slate teams that are like skill set or had seasons similar to. Now it's just like about money, which two, can bring fans the most, or, it's just a different approach. What travels better, what the draw might be for a particular city, how much alumni alumni is in a particular city that might be able to represent. There's a lot that goes into it these days. It's different for sure.
Well, and then you got a lot of these guys opting out of the goddamn bowl games to go into the transfer portal and that whole debacle too. So it's making these bowl games watered down a little bit, I think, with coaches leaving, players leaving, some teams not wanting to go to bowls. Notre Dame, you know, I don't like it.
I heard that, but
I heard that too.
We're gonna be bigger than the pettiness that was in that comment, and we're gonna
You know what
check
I'm saying?
forward to the college awards.
Gold helmets.
All right. Moving over to the college award winners from the last 2 days. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up.
Because you want to start from the bottom because we here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started from the bottom. Now my whole team fucking hit. Oh, sorry. Start with the Burlsworth Award, named after Brandon Burlsworth. The top walk-on was Drew Messmaker from North Texas. The Eddie Robinson Award, which was the FCS College Coach of the Year, it was Kevin Cahill from Lehigh. The Danny Wolfel Trophy, which is Top Community Servant of the Year, was Michael Tariff.
Hey, let's stop there real quick because Jack had a guy on his show who was nominated for this. So let's give him his flowers, even though he didn't win the award. Let's at least acknowledge him. Go ahead, Jack.
That's definitely true, Midnight Rider. We had Ethan Goff, the long snapper for the Maryland Terrapins. He's been the long snapper all 4 years. He joined Maryland as a walk-on out of DeMatha. I mean, he's a phenomenal young man. And I thought the list was 20 to 25 guys. Later on, I found out it was many guys. Well, just now, 116 people were nominated for this award. And that young man from Texas was able to come through with the win. But I feel that all 116 nominees are winners on this list because this is about giving back, about community service. It's not about what you do in the field or what your NIL's doing. It's what you're doing for your community. And I'm so proud that I met this young man, Ethan Goff.
Yeah, I mean, Jack, I did that show with you, and that conversation probably yielded a second interview here at some point because he's got a lot to tap into there. He's a smart kid and has got a bright future ahead of him. So it'd be fun to follow on, kind of follow his path and as he goes through, his working career and things like that.
Yeah, I plan on, he in our interview didn't seem too confident that he's going to get caught on with an NFL team, but me and some other folks that I'm talking to in the DeMatha circle seem to think, man, he might catch on as a NFL long snapper. And his character has a lot to do with what NFL teams want as far as selecting a young man to be on their team. So that's going to help him as well. That's my plan let's wait till next season and see if he catches on with someone. If he doesn't catch on with someone, I'll still get him in. But I'm trying to wait till then to see if he catches on with the NFL team next year, and then we'll pull him back in. Either way.
You got the UFL too, so maybe that could be an option for him. So
it depends on what he wants.
Yep. 10-4.
All right. Next up is the Disney Spirit Award for the most inspirational player or team. Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame won that. The Paul Horning Award, most versatile player. KC Concepcion from Texas A&M won that. The Lot Impact Trophy, which is outstanding defensive player. Caleb Downs from OSU. Yeah, and that's Ohio State University. Won that. The Frank Broyles Award, which is the assistant coach of the year, went to Al Golden at Notre Dame. Oh, that was last year. Okay, that was 24. They didn't give it out yet. So that was last year. That's at 24. The Campbell Trophy, which is top scholar athlete, went to Eli Stowers of Vanderbilt. No Ted Hendricks Award this year. The Ray Guy Award for outstanding punter went to Brett Thornton of University of Georgia. The Toe Groza Award is for your best kicker. Went to Tate Sandell of Oregon.
Okay, time out, KG. Now that you're on Lou Groza Award winner, I was breaking some news to Midnight Rider, who I've been in communications with, and that's former Lou Groza Award winner Brad Craddock, University of Maryland.
Oh,
Trying to set up a date to get Brad on the passenger seat. That would be awesome. So, not sure if any of you guys remember Brad Craddock from the University of Maryland. What did he say? 10 years ago, Midnight Rider?
something like that. Yeah.
So, thanks, KG. You can continue.
All right, no problem. The Jim Thorpe Award.
Jack allows you to talk now, KG.
Shut up.
The Jim Thorpe Award goes to Caleb Downs for outstanding defensive back from Ohio State. The Dick Butkus Award for outstanding linebacker goes to Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech.
Yes, sir.
He also won the.
Hold on. I got to interrupt you here, and then I apologize. Normally I don't do this. But Beyonce had the best album of the year. No, I'm joking. No. Jacob Rodriguez should have been a kid that got at the Heisman Awards this year.
Yes, sir. Oversaying.
I don't know if it's oversaying, but I don't know who it's over. But I think his story should have been told. He had an outstanding season, and you can't let that just go by the waste. And maybe we bring a fifth guy into the mix. I don't know how we do this, but he's a story that should have been told this weekend.
I agree.
Well, Jacob Rodriguez, not only did he win the Dick Butkus Award for outstanding linebacker, he won Defensive Player of the Year, which is the Bronco Nagurski Award. Yep. He also won the Bednarik Award, which is another Defensive Player of the Year award. Yep. He also won the Lombardi Trophy for Nation's Top Player.
Mm-hmm.
So he went around the mulberry bush picking up awards. The Outstanding Center, the Remington Award, went to Logan Jones from Iowa. Outland Trophy, Outstanding Interior Lineman, went to Spencer Fano from Utah. The Outstanding Tight End, John Mackey Award, Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt. Outstanding Receiver, Fred Biletnikoff Award, Makai Lemon from USC.
They got that wrong.
Who you think? Yeah.
That's that. I think that award belongs to the kid from Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith.
Yes.
I like Makai Lemon, but yeah, I think that's a Jeremiah Smith award, and it's okay. But I also think Makai Lemon is going to be a kid that's going to be taken in the first round and play on Sundays for somebody's team important. I think once we get through the draft process, it's going to be like a Carnell Tate, Makai Lemon. It's going to be a couple guys that's going to be fighting for that spot to be the number one receiver taken off the board. And it's going to be up to you trying to pick out your flavor of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you were – all right, I know it's too early for this, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it. If you were Sharon Moore and you had to find you a blonde chick that you wanted to make your thing happen with, there you go.
Where you going to go?
We could make that a segment. We could do the Sharon Moore top 5 white women that we'd like to leave out. No, never mind. I'm joking.
It's a family show.
Blonde-haired killer.
The Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. Outstanding senior quarterback went to Diego Pavia.
Got robbed.
The National Quarterback Award, which is the Davey O'Brien Award, went to Fernando Mendoza from Indiana. The Doak Walker National Running Back Award went to Jeremiah Love. The Home Depot Award stayed right where it was last year, and that's Coach of the Year. Kurt Signetti wins it again. Walter Camp Award, which is another Player of the Year award, went to Fernando Mendoza, who also won the Maxwell Award. And what do I always say about the Maxwell Award? You win the Maxwell 9 times out of 10. You win the Heisman, and Mendoza wins the Heisman. I toss this over to you, gentlemen. Talk about Mendoza winning the Heisman.
Can I take a step back? I mean, the Dope Walker Award goes to a young man that KG and I are very fond of, Jeremiah Love. If you have a chance, there was his build up to the story about him coming up as a young man, and just invest a couple minutes of your time and just listen to his story. He's got a story that you can't. And I know you guys know me. I'm a sap when it comes to stories about people, and how we got here. You know, I'm big on that, and I think this story should be told. So take your time in your day. I don't care when the format is. I don't care what the format is. Just listen to the Jeremiah Love format, because this young man went through some things and did some things to get to this platform, and it's utterly amazing that he's even here in this space and operating in this space. So I have nothing but love for the young man. I mean, not because he's a Golden Domer, not because, I mean, if he wore number 10, it'd be better, but he only wears number 4, but it's okay. Yeah, it's nothing but love right there, man. It actually reminds me, and I'll actually plug the song. It's like that song, like it's called "The Beautiful Ones" by Prince. Like he's one of those beautiful ones. Like his story is very beautiful in its essence and its nature. So don't make me waste my time. Don't make me lose my mind. Go ahead, KG.
Well, I'm throwing it over to you, gentlemen. Mendoza wins the Heisman. I guess everybody had this pick but me, but take it away. I start with the correspondent. Then we'll go to Jack. Then the Midnight Rider finish it up.
No, I'll make it quick. This is, obviously, except for UKG, we all thought where this would land. I mean, he had 643 first place votes. Pavia had 189, came in second. So if you add up the first, second, and third place votes, he had 2,362, and Pavia had 1,435. So it was pretty clear and concise, walking away victory for him. We highlighted it on Throwdown last week. Undefeated season, number 1 in the country, 33 touchdowns, 6 picks. You needed a box. He checked it pretty much all year long. Every time he faced adversity, he came through the other side of it. So that's it for me. The rightful winner, Mendoza. Congratulations to him and his family. And his speech was phenomenal too. It hit him with a little bit of Spanish there, so that was pretty cool. What do you got, Jack?
His speech was good. But it wasn't as close as they were predicting and talking about leading up to this. They were like, "Oh, one of the closest Heisman's ever," and I was like, "What?" And I still feel Pavia should have got it. I think he did more on the field besides lead an undefeated team. I mean, he went through adversity, constantly having to pull his bootstraps up and buckle down and get his team where they need to be. I wish Vandy was in the playoffs so I could see Pavia play more than possibly just one more game in college. The Heisman's the Heisman, man. It doesn't mean you're going to be a great NFL ball player.
We know that.
Proven. That's been proven. But I do think Mendoza's going to be solid. I think Pavia is going to be a better pro than Mendoza. That's just my opinion. But I think they both will have successful NFL careers.
So hold on. So now the way you see this, are we doing on Tuesday? Are we doing a post-season QB5?
Sure.
Hold on, and I'm gonna say it this way because I want to say it differently. This isn't a top 5 list. This is my 5.
I like that.
Is it based on the season results or projection moving forward? Which one is it? Is it based on what we saw or what we expect to see?
Hold on. This one is my 5. So this is my personal. I'm taking all the other stuff off the table, and it's my 5. These are my guys. This is a my guy list. Take it
So you're
back
saying
to stations. You know what I'm saying? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. This is my 5 that I'm rocking with. So when we introduce the segment, this is my 5. This isn't a thing of we talking about projections. We ain't talking about whatever. These are my 5 quarterbacks that we're gonna take as our guys going into the pros. Because I think they should be
okay.
all serious.
I'm with that.
So this is a
My
my
five.
guy top 5. So KG, if you can remember it, write it down, put it in the oracles or in the notes of the year. Yeah, we want to do a my 5 um on Tuesday. It's not going to be our top 5. It's not going to be. It's the 5 guys that we want or we think are going to be special.
Yeah,
All right,
I
putting it
like
in
it.
there.
And if Keith, if you're not on with us on Tuesday, submit your
I'll
list
send them.
and we'll.
Send
Yeah.
us a list. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna include Coach on that because I got to explain to him what you just said, and I don't know if I'm
Nah,
doing
don't worry about that. Just my 5. It's my
Hey, while we're
5.
Yeah.
talking quarterbacks, it sounds like we're winding up the Heisman. I think it's worth noting Malik Washington staying at Maryland here
Yes, sir.
for
I
next
just
year.
posted about that. Yeah, I posted about that. Malik, here's what's up with Maryland, and as I said in my post, Terps fans, things are looking up. Malik is coming back. You got a shitload of transfers, defensive transfers, 7 to be exact, that are coming in lights out from big programs. They're not coming from JMU or Texas
KG.
Southern. They're coming from Nebraska, LSU. Maryland's bringing in some tight transfers. Plus, they got a handful of cats from St. Francis Academy. That edge rusher from St. Francis will start at Maryland as a freshman and cause problems. So I'm telling you, Terps might hold on in the Big Ten next year. Maybe 3-loss team possible.
Well, I want to be positive here, but I feel like I've seen this movie before. So I'm hoping I'm wrong. We walked down this road, a few times now with Terps football. So hopefully it's for real this time, because I'd love to be nothing that would galvanize this area to see the Terps,
You know what it will come down to, Keith?
What's that?
It's going to come down to, can Loxley coach? Right now, we're going to see, can Loxley coach?
I think I beg to differ. I think their problem is the trenches. I think for Maryland has always been able to get talent on the outside, whether it's wide receivers, whether it's linebackers, whether it's corners. They struggle with the O line and D line, and that's the biggest problem with them moving into the Big Ten, is because they weren't fortified in the front 5 or the front 4 on offense and defense. That's why Maryland has struggled in this whole scenario. And then it didn't help them that the Big Ten kind of screwed them over and made them face the top 4 teams in the conference. They made them face Ohio State, Michigan State, and teams like that. So that's the other problem. They got set up.
Well, a couple of comments real quick. Boone said, number 10, you a Troy Smith fan?
This is dirty. Oh, this is dirty. But yes, I am. Actually, I was a Troy Smith fan.
Anthony said Dante is not going in the draft. He's going back to Oregon. He needs more development.
I don't know, man. That
I think Dante down.
That NIL money compared to that other money, I don't know, man. Why?
And JoJo said, talking about Malik Washington, why wouldn't he come back? Because
there's money out there. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Bryce Underwood doesn't have a buyout in his clause for his Michigan contract, so he could go from Michigan to somewhere else as a sophomore. And then I honestly think he should, because the famous statement that I always make about him is you can't put a Escort engine in a Ferrari body.
And JoJo said we hadn't had this type of talent coming in now. We need a line both sides.
They just got a young man outside linebacker or DN, number 1 in the state that's coming to Maryland this year. So like Loxley's got young talent. The problem is, A, are they going to stay, and B, can they make enough of a thing in these next 2 years for him to keep his job?
And Anthony said because he's only had 1 year starting, him and Simpson need to go back to college and get more reps.
I'm guessing that's about Dante Moore.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, but I think the kid should go.
I think
I'm always about if you at the apex, ain't no need in coming back and then getting yourself dropped down. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and live in the highest heights. You know, it's back to that Eminem song. You only got one shot. You know what I'm saying? It's mom spaghetti.
JoJo said, well, Malik didn't help himself. And Maryland would not be better than USC, Michigan, Oregon, Michigan State, Ohio State, Illinois, Washington, and Iowa. Good God.
Why don't you just name the whole Big 12? I mean, or Big 10.
Big 10. They're gonna be an improved ball club next year. I'm telling you.
They got a lot of young guys that got minutes this year. And I think that this team will get a little bit better. The question is, can they win the so my biggest problem with Maryland has always been they can't win the game in the margins. They can't win the Iowa, Purdue, Illinois. If they can win those games, they win 8 games. They win 9 games easily. But the problem is they haven't been able to do that in the last couple of years.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't think we had it in our chat. I think we were talking about it in the college football, which is the greatest fictitious football league of all time in the world, Craig.
What's the show called? There's a show that's tied to it.
What is the show? The show is called The Gridiron.
The Gridiron.
And I think we were talking about it in our chat. And I was saying, you know, Maryland moved. We were talking about conferences. And I said Maryland moved from the ACC to the Big Ten to be a doormat. I felt that way since they moved because they're not competitive in football. They're barely competitive in basketball. I don't see a reason for Maryland to be in the Big Ten. Maryland should have stayed in the ACC. But when money drives you, this is what happens. This is what's messing up college sports. When you're throwing so much money at people, there's nothing you can do.
And in the immortal words of one of the greatest lyricists in music history, one Deion Sanders, it says must be the money. And that's why Maryland made this move. Maryland made this move because it was a financial thing. And Maryland was never prepared to make the move from a standpoint of recruiting to be in this space, to operate in this space. And that's the problem. Maryland just kind of we in the Big Ten, but they didn't prepare to be in the Big Ten. Like what should have happened was the athletic director should have said, hey, coach, we're going to make this move. Let's change our recruiting. But they didn't do that. They just kind of made the move and didn't prepare for what was happening afterwards.
Well, I think the Big Ten gave them about 40 minutes notice to make a decision too. I mean, it happened.
That might be right because I don't remember the process, and I appreciate you saying that. Pretty
quick. So, I mean, I'll be as far as basketball is concerned. Actually, Big Ten basketball is better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There are some, Purdue's got a great venue. Michigan's, it's not a terrible league. Obviously, the ACC, being from this area, you're tied to Duke and playing Virginia, Wake Forest, Georgia Tech, and them boys. But
whoa! I will not allow you not to put the name of a team that has won championships recently. You have to put the North Carolina Tar Heels in that conversation.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Dirty feet.
Couple of comments real quick.
What's a blue
run through these comments so we can get to the next segment here.
You know what it is, a 5-time national champion.
JoJo said Zaire Elson facts.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about Bryce going to Miami with Shannon Dawson? Is what Anthony said. Jojo said we will be better, but I'm finally with you. We also fold in the fourth quarter. Is that coaching? So finally, Midnight locks in on the hot seat. Loxley is on the hot seat.
If they don't win
I
this
believe
year,
that.
Jojo said it's not right. Forget Prime, his sellout self. Now this one right here, boom,
We
boom.
can't do this.
Don't. Let's not go there. Notre Dame football should be in the ACC, but I digress. No, they should not.
you're never going to convince KG.
ACC burnt their bridges.
You say
The
what?
ACC burnt their bridges this week by the way they promoted Miami over Notre Dame.
But the basketball team should be in the ACC, though, right? Notre Dame basketball. Is that where they belong?
I know.
We don't care about
basketball.
Hey,
we're a football school.
Notre Dame basketball ain't got that contract. ABC,
it's a school.
NBC.
I love how we separate the school and the team. You know, they're supposed to be linked in lockstep foot. In tandem.
Keith, you doing too much, Keith.
Hey, if you remember,
no, it's not.
Oh, wait, if you remember Penn State, which has always been in the Big Ten, in basketball, they were in the A-10.
Yep.
They used to be in two different conferences.
What was the key word you used? Did you say were? Did you say were?
Are they were? They still in the A-10?
No.
I ain't watched Penn State basketball in years.
They're in the Big Ten.
Okay. I remember they used to be in the A-10, so. And Josh says, KG preach. I work with the Maryland alumni, and I've been saying they should have stayed in the ACC. They could have won that football thing if things win in football if things went their way. Definitely could have.
So let's stop this argument here. Do you want to be in a conference where your TV contract is $20 million or your TV contract is $50 million? I digress.
Well, I could be independent in my contract, $50 million. So what's up?
Well, we're not talking about Notre Dame. We're talking about Maryland and the fact that the reason they left the ACC because the ACC didn't have the foresight to understand and to even make a decent TV deal to get themselves in place. And even the TV deal they settled for right now is trash compared to everybody else. So let's and that's why some of the other teams have started looking other places. Let's not think about it, but Miami, Clemson are the only thing that's holding this conference together. And the second that Miami and Clemson decide to either join the SEC or go their separate ways is when this conference folds. And they'll be like the Pac-12, they'll be the Big Two or the Pac-2. So
now let me say this. The reason why I'm so against conference realignment the way that I am with the money, because that type of money, it destroyed one of the greatest basketball conferences, and that's the Big East. That's what bothered me. You don't destroy where you had your national champion was out of the Big East, 3 years in a row at one time? You had powerhouses, and then you destroyed the whole entire conference over greed. I cannot respect college sports for that. That's a blemish for me, but that's my cross to bear, and that's my whole thing. So,
let's
Coach
do this.
should be not bound.
Oh no.
Let's get a break. Let's get our guest picker in. And go to college football. I mean to NFL football.
Yeah, because we up against it.
We up against it,
and we can have this conversation for days.
Man, we can have this conversation for the next couple of weeks. I know what you're gonna do as the show break. You're gonna play the sideline WrestleManiacs. So go ahead and play the WrestleManiacs commercial, and then we get back to what's normal because you're home.
See, that's just it. You think you know, but you don't know. Just when you think you know the questions, I change the answers. So sit back, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, the Sunday Rise. At this point in time in the show, we always like to invite in our guest picker. And this week, our guest picker, unfortunately, this kid has made some bad decisions in his life because he's a Cowboys fan, and somebody just kicked him off. But KG, it's on you. We got our guest picker, Mr. Caleb Davia. Let's get him on the screen, fellas. Help me out. Because I took myself off of it. And Jack, go ahead, introduce him.
Let me give Caleb some love. Caleb's is a friend of mine's grandson. I know his mama. He is a state championship runner-up at Patuxent High School a few years ago. A heck of a ball player. I remember going down there with his grandfather to watch one of his games. So, yeah, definitely welcome Caleb to the show. Hey, Caleb, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Jack, I appreciate you. I appreciate the love.
All good, baby. All good.
What's up, boys? Thank you for having me on today.
Thanks for joining us,
is
man.
Is that an Emmitt Smith or is that a Caleb?
Yeah, no, Emmitt Smith jersey, all white. You know what I mean? Had to rep our whites today, even though I'm not an Emmitt Smith fan myself. I'm not a huge.
Let's start there because you just started. You opened up Pandora's box. Running back.
So,
who's your running back?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay.
Zeke.
And a close second might be DeMarco Murray, just because that's like my nostalgia timeline, if that makes sense. But my mom loved Marion Barber. My mom loved Marion Barber, so Marion Barber actually might be my second.
Oh man, you bringing up Marion Barber?
The Barbarian, he was so tough. He was so tough.
No, I give him much love. That's my guy.
That guy was
at 24 at Minnesota. Man, people don't even know. I used to watch Big Ten football, and when I saw Minnesota on the schedule, I would watch just because of the Barbarian, Marion the Barbarian, as we used to call him.
Yeah, that guy was legit.
He ran hard, man. Damn.
Downhill runner is what you wanted. That was an old school back. And
you gotta put the official part on it. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a few years ago.
He had that face mask that was almost like touching his nose. You know what I mean? His face mask was always
like right here.
It was really tight.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Good player.
All right, guys, let's get into these picks, man. We got 5 games to pick. As we always do as the Sideline Junkies, everybody's team gets represented. So the last 3 games become teams that we follow. So for Caleb, we got the Cowboys and the Vikings. We got the Pats and the Bills for the Boss Man, and then we got the Commanders versus the Giants. But we're gonna start this slate off with probably the second best game on the slate, in my opinion, the Broncos versus the Packers. So the way we're gonna do this order, Caleb, because you are our guest, you go first. So we go Caleb to Jack to the correspondent to me over to KG. If you know betting lines, you know them. If you don't, just give me your pick and we'll take it from there.
I got you. So looking at this, I'm going to take Denver. Denver they win close games, and I'm going to take the under with them as well. I think the weather is going to be too cold. I think both defenses are going to lock in today. So I'm going to look for the under today, but I think Denver's going to pull it out as well.
I like following Caleb, y'all, because he sounds like he know what he's talking about this morning.
Yeah, I don't like losing money, man.
It's going to be chilly up there, and I just don't see both teams putting up that many points either with these 2 defenses, Caleb. So I'm going to go I got to go with love, man. This is the Broncos are underdogs at home versus the Packers despite a 10-game winning streak. How does that happen? And this is the first time in 10 years that Denver has been in this position on top of their conference. So I'm looking for Green Bay just to outplay Denver a little bit today. I think Michael Parsons is going to have something to do with that. So I'm going to take Green Bay in the under, guys.
Yeah, Jack, I'm with you. I like like Green Bay as well. I love the chess match we're going to get with Peyton and LaFleur, right? The way they both are incredible offensive minds, and more importantly than that, really can dictate terms as far as play calling's perspective and how they set you up, how they set your defense up for future plays. But I think Love plays great today. Jacobs will get his. So I'll take the Packers here and the under.
Let's go, baby.
20 to 10.
I guess it's my turn.
My fault.
No, you good. In this scenario, we got to go back to a certain song by a young lady named Minnie Riperton, and "Loving You" is easy because you're beautiful. And when it comes to Jordan Love, every now and then he has these beautiful moments where he becomes a player and makes things happen. And today I feel like this is one of those moments because he likes to shine when the sky is dark and everything needs to happen. So on my side, I got somebody just remove the lines. Thank you, KG. I got the Packers to cover, and I think it's gonna be an under because I think this is gonna be an ugly ball game. But look for Josh Jacobs to make some things happen and steady the course. Yeah. And I think that's how the Packers win this ball game. I think I tossed over to KG, right?
Yep.
Well, I'll be quick. Broncos take this one. Give me the over. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a second. Jack, what did you take?
That's a Green Bay.
No, but what did you take? The under or the over?
Under.
Keith, what did you take?
I took the Packers in the under.
Caleb, what did you take?
I took the Broncos in the under.
I took the under. Are you telling me the guy with the pew pew offense is taking the over?
Pew 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 shootout.
You got to look at it like this. The Broncos ain't they not shy with cold weather. They know cold weather. Yeah. It's cold in Colorado.
Oh, I love this. Oh man.
This is gonna be I'm saying 27-23 Broncos, and it's gonna be a late Bo Nix drive that makes it 27-23.
I don't know, man. They do to lose, dude.
And let's rock.
I can see the vision. I can for sure see the vision. But I thought that underline was a lock for today.
Oh, this is how we gonna start out Sunday?
I thought that underline was a lock today.
I'm sorry, Caleb. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, I think if there was any line today where you were like, okay, like I'm gonna take this one. It's today's game and this under. All right. That weather, this offense. I mean, the Broncos' offense isn't that explosive. They're really not with that, and with that Packers defense behind them. I mean, they're stout. They got a good front seven. They're gonna rush the quarterback. They're gonna. Hey, Micah is Micah. I can tell you that Micah's Micah. But on the other side, you got Rashawn Gary, and their linebackers are just cute. The boys are headhunters. Edgerrin Cooper is one of them ones.
I believe that too, dog. Go ahead, KG. Take us to the next one.
All right. Jeff says, "Hey, grandson."
Oh, hey, Pop. What's up, Pop?
Anthony said, "I have the Broncos winning by 7." He said because they're at home and the teams seem to struggle playing in the altitude when they go there. Boone said Packers in the over. And JoJo said my Pack play better away all year. Okay. All right. Next up, you got the Lions versus the Rams. Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff playing their former teams. Rams are 5.5-point favorites. This is in SoFi Stadium. Over under is 54.5. Caleb, take it away.
So, I love the storyline behind the game. I can't remember who won the last meet, but I think I'm going to take the Rams and the over for this one. Both those offenses. I mean, Detroit played Dallas last week, but they looked like they could run through anybody, and they were not fully powered. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown was limping, and he had his ankle injury. But I think both these teams being about full health today. I think the Rams will take it with the over. For sure.
All right, young man, not so fast, not so fast. This is my first disagreement with you, Caleb. You got to watch out for Detroit. Detroit is hungry. Detroit is not where they want to be in the standings. They're behind Chicago and Green Bay, and they're not happy with that because everybody knows Detroit's been atop this division for the past 2 years. I'm looking for Gibbs and Montgomery to rumble all over this. And yeah, St. Brown's gimping a little bit, but he's still going to give you some nice yardage. So this here's the matchup of the trade that happened 5 years ago, where you had Golf going over here for Stafford. So this was a win-win trade for both squads, I feel. But I feel Detroit needs this win more. And the Rams have been on a roll. So I'm going to stick with Detroit, and I want the over. This here, y'all, is going to be a real shootout.
So I disagree with you, Jack. I think with Golf being a stationary quarterback, I think Jarrett Verse and them boys are gonna hunt. As Caleb said, Amon-Ra, he played last week. He's still obviously not 100%. So they're gonna look. That Rams defense is gonna take that first read away, at least try to get Golf off script a little bit, and that gives those boys a chance to rush the quarterback. So good story with Golf going back to LA, but I like the Rams here to cover and the under. I'll take the Rams and the under.
I'm gonna take the Rams and the over. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. So KG, be ready. But I don't see a way that the Rams offense with Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Notre Dame. I don't know if you guys heard that. Kyron Williams, Notre Dame.
Yeah, of course I heard.
I mean, some of y'all not as Case said,
whispering.
Y'all not initiated enough with the Kyron Williams and Notre Dame thing. And if you've been a part of this network for the last 5 years, you know that there's a guy, and we're not gonna say there's a guy that wears a blue hat on this show with the KI. He's got a background that says Midnight Rider. On this show that says that Kyron Williams is going to be something and be important and be special, but he doesn't want any back pass. He's not here for all that. But I got the Rams winning, and I like the over because I think we're gonna have a good time today. Take it away, KG.
I was waiting for you to say if Kyron Williams wanted to be somebody and he wanted to go somewhere, he had to wake up and pay attention. But I guess you didn't give me that. But I keep this short and sweet too. The Lions, and I see Boone say Lions under. Offense has been sputtering. Detroit offense will play better, but Detroit's offense has been sputtering too. It's just like they can't get right. What you say, Midnight Ride? It's like Luther's curl. It just don't quite curl. So I got to go with the Rams in this one. JoJo say she got the Rams too. Give me the Rams to cover, but I'm gonna take the under on this one because you got two struggling offenses that's trying to find their way, and it's not going to be a pretty one.
It said, don't be afraid of the way you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, you got the Vikings at Caleb's Cowboys. Vikings are 6.5-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. Caleb, take it away.
Dallas is going to blow Minnesota out tonight. Really bad. Minnesota's offense 9, whatever. That won't happen tonight. Minnesota's offense has been struggling real bad, and even though Dallas defense is we're on the come up, we're flipping every other week is like we're good, we're not good, but last week we're gonna come off a disappointing loss, and I think them boys are gonna take it over at home tonight. CD's coming back. I think CD's gonna have a big game. George talking his talk to Richard Sherman. I think George Pickens is going to have a real big game, and Dak takes over at home on 820s on Sunday Night Football. That's just how it goes. That's how it's always been. Dak's one of them guys. So I think the Dallas Cowboys are they're gonna cover the spread and they're gonna hit the over. Dallas will score 35 plus tonight.
Woo! I love this one. Let's go, Jack.
All right now, guest picker. Damn, didn't ever think I'd be agreeing on some Dallas shit, but I agree with you, Caleb. I agree with you. They're gonna smoke this shit out of Minnesota. JJ's gonna struggle. Probably gonna throw 2 picks. I look for Dak to be all world tonight, to tell you the truth, because as you said, Dak in prime time, he does put up numbers. Dak 325, 2 touchdowns. That's a nice little something to put down if somebody's thinking. And you can also put down Pickens anytime touchdown. So that right there would be you a nice little 3-way parlay. Yeah, I think Dallas is gonna. They might hang 40 on these cats today, man. So I'm picking Dallas in the over.
Man, I can't believe this shit, man. I mean,
that's the best thing I've ever said about Dallas, Keith.
we might as well just repeat your and Caleb's takes because that you guys stole my bit. I mean, there's no chance I'm falling in love with JJ just after 1 week what he did to Washington, because we know that they're soft butter at best. So I love Dak here.
Ooh, I don't like the way that sounded.
What's that?
I don't like the way that sounded. I love Dak. Yeah.
Get your mind out the gutter, dude. So
no gutter. Just loving a Dallas Cowboy.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I like Dallas and the over. I think this thing is going to be 31-14, something like that. No, 31-20. 31-20.
So I guess it comes to me, and there's a famous rap lyric. It says, "I'm the man you see in the place to be. I went to John Jay University." And when I think about this ball game, I go to this because I got the Cowboys winning this ball game. I don't think JJ McCarthy is worthy of being in this space and operating in this space. And I think they come back to reality. And George Pickens, if you don't have him in anything, I think he gets a touchdown and 100 yards. And I'm gonna go. It's not blue magic. This is discount mart going to buy you a football team, kind of a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go in. You're gonna get you a St. Louis Rams, in their original colors, from discount mart, kind of guarantee. So KG, take it away.
Now you say the St. Louis Rams in their original colors. I mean, me being a historian, we want to go original. We're gonna go to the white and blue from Cleveland.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't do this with you, dog.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Dallas is gonna come in here and they're gonna think, this is off week. We're gonna run over this team because they're not that good, and we're gonna do this to them. We're gonna do that to them. Dallas is gonna get mollywopped.
I know this is. Oh, Jack, don't react. Don't react.
It's
Jack.
a bit. I did.
It's not a bit. I'm dead serious. Dallas is gonna get mollywopped because it's December. You got to remember, in December, Dallas has not won very many games in December over the last 35 years. I'm sorry, over the last 30 years. They haven't won very many games in December. They always collapse in December. And then when they do win in December, that just means they sprint to the playoffs and they lose in the divisional round and they go home. So the Vikings win this one. Won't be pretty. 21-17. Dak throws a late interception trying to force the ball down the field to win the game.
Okay.
What you got?
So, Boone said, 2 trash teams. However, Dallas is less stinky. Dallas under CD is still concussed. And Jeff said, don't sleep on the Vikings defense. Exactly. The Vikings offense ain't gonna beat you because they got no quarterback. You got bomb receivers, but you can't get the ball to them, so you don't have no quarterback. So Cowboys get mollywopped.
Who did you take in that?
I took the Vikings. The Vikings and the under.
Well, it'd be good to see a Justin Jefferson appearance for Minnesota.
Yeah, for more than 2 targets.
Hey, real quick, breaking news is one of the inactives for today is Chris Rodriguez for the Commanders. So if you have Jeremy McNichols or Bill Krosky Martin or whatever his last name is,
Merritt, yeah.
Those are the 2 guys that you probably want to invest in this week.
Well, I got Bill. He ain't did much this season, so let's see what he do now. Even though
you in last place, aren't you? Aren't you in last place?
Oh, he back there. Yep. He down there.
I mean, sometimes, like I have to, like, when I want to talk to you on fantasy football, I have to send like dolphin like sonar signals so you can hear me because you're so far down in the standings.
That's fine. It's all right. It's okay.
You didn't even make the playoffs in fantasy, did you?
I did not. No.
Yeah, last place in that too.
What's that?
Yep.
No, you okay, Keith? We just trying to keep with KG and his fantasy team because I think he's in last place.
He is. Right. I'm just not much better. To the point I was making.
I got you. Good.
Y'all can't be out there winning with Tua as your quarterback, y'all. Y'all just can't do it. Kyler Murray is your quarterback.
But you know what? He was so braggadocious about his team in the preseason and post draft, and then now after we
isn't everybody
his picks,
yeah,
and now what we get.
He drafts all Commanders and shit, man. That's why they lose. Ooh. You and your son.
No, I don't.
Then maybe Darius is the one. Somebody got all Commanders on their team, and they got backups and some more shit. So it's like they kept Zach Ertz, and he got hurt. It's like, dang,
hey, Jack. Let's not talk about KG's poor picked fantasy team, and let's get back to to what's on the show.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, you got Patriots versus Bills. Bills are 1.5 point favorites. Over under is 48.5. Caleb, take it away.
So I was looking at streaks today, and I seen Josh Allen has never lost a snow game.
Okay,
wow.
Let's go, Caleb.
It said something. I'm a UNC guy. I love Drake May. It said something about 10 games in a row for the Patriots. I'm not, you know what I mean, huge over there in the AFC, but New England took one over earlier in the season, but I think Buffalo gets a sneaky win here, and I'm going to take the under too. It's snowing. It's snowing like hell down there where they're at. So give me the Bills and the under.
Caleb,
I think Josh Allen takes it.
You an UNC fan?
Huge. UNC basketball, UNC football.
Go Duke.
Jack, you knew this before?
Oh, no.
I didn't know he was Carolina. No, I knew he was Cowboys.
But I'm also a Miami cat. Like, Miami is also where I'm.
Caleb, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
Yeah, you're doing great.
In the Carolina part, all right?
Lord.
Because I'm a Carolina basketball guy. So we good. I love it. I love what you're doing, baby. Go ahead, Jack.
I gotta do it again. I'm gonna do it not so fast this time, but I'm not gonna do it to Caleb. I'm gonna do it to you, Midnight Rider. Not so fast. You mentioned earlier that Denver Green Bay game is going to be the best game of the day. That's bullshit. This is going to be the best game of the day right here. New England, Buffalo. It's going to be off the chain. It's a 1:00 game, so we're going to get it really early on the slate. New England, they're playing out of this world. Coach of the year. They're going to have many awards coming out of New England this year. They can clinch a playoff berth with this win today, too. But I just don't know if May's going to be able to connect with Diggs and his other receivers the way he needs to beat this Buffalo team, because you need to score to beat Buffalo, bro. I don't care if it's snowing, raining, hailing, Buffalo scores. And I think Henderson's going to be nil. I don't think the running game is going to be worth a crap in New England. But over at Buffalo, Allen, I predict him to get 4 touchdowns, whether it's couple running, couple throwing. Allen's going to be responsible for 4 touchdowns today, and Cook is going to go off and show you why Buffalo is one of the top-ranked rushing teams in the NFL. So I go. It's time for New England to lose, y'all. I go Buffalo. Uh, Allen is playing out of his world, as I said. MVP caliber season so far. So I'm going to take Buffalo and the over, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while, and that's going to trust Sean McDermott here a little bit. I think, Jack, you're on to something with Drake May. Obviously, he's having a great season and deserves all the credit he's going to get. I think he's going to take a little, step back today. I think they'll do just enough. Don't love the running game. I mean, I think Henderson's going to be a great back here as years progress. I don't think today's his day. Obviously, Josh Allen is going to do Josh Allen things like you mentioned. I don't think it'll be high scoring. I like the Bills here. Let's call in a closer game than you think. I'm going to call it. Let's call it 20 to 16. 20 to 16 Buffalo.
Really?
Okay.
I think today we get into a place where Drake May puts into play God's plan, and the way that this team does this is they make it work. Caleb, I saw that. It's what they do, baby. It's the Patriots way. And we're gonna make it happen, man. I think Drake seals his way to be in at least the top 2 of MVP candidates, and that's what's going to happen today. So I got the Patriots winning this ball game, and I think we can hit the over because there will be Josh Allen trying to do Josh Allen things and James Cook doing James Cook things, but it's gonna fall in comparison to what the Patriots do. So KG, take it away.
Well, I'm going to have to say it like this. I said it on Tuesday when we were sitting here. James Cook got to touch the ball 20 to 25 times. This is a snow game. Josh Allen got to have some design runs in there. You got to really, really get into it. But the Bills win this game if they stick to the formula. And the formula is run, control the clock. When they finish this game, out of 60 minutes, the Bills got to have 35 to 40 minutes of time of possession. They got to keep the Patriots offense off the field, but they got to be able to just manage the clock, let James Cook touch the ball 20 to 25 times. Of course, don't make no mistakes, but this is the Bills game for the taking. Bills win this one. If they do it right, 21 to 10.
Okay.
And Jeff says Patriots all day.
Isn't Jeff a Patriots fan?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, Caleb.
Hey, he a Redskins fan.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't know what he is.
Who are we talking about, Randy?
He was a Bill Belichick and Brady fan.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about Jeff? You talking about Jeff?
But he's always been a Patriot and like Redskins 50-50.
Okay.
He jumped ship.
Yeah. The last couple of years, I haven't heard any Patriot talk out of him. Never. Drake May started doing Drake May things, and now he yapping.
Is he talking UNC shit? Ain't fall Bill down south?
I couldn't even tell. I don't even think he watches a college football like team for like to support him. I think he's just always watching college ball to watch college ball.
Yeah.
I think I owe him a cheesesteak. So yeah.
Yes, you do.
Boone said, I like the Patriots in this one. Well-coached team, well-balanced team. And Josh got his one lucky snow win versus the Bengals. Patriots in the under.
What we got left?
Last game on the slate. You got the Commanders visiting the Giants. The Giants are 2.5-point favorites. I think this is the first time in quite some time the Giants have been favored in anything.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. All right. Caleb, take it away. Over under 46.5, by the way.
When I was looking at this game today, the Giants' schedule this year has been rough. I know as a Cowboys fan, they said our little slate, our little chunk of time was going to be, you know what I mean, tough. But that Giants' schedule has been rough. I think the Giants pull it out today versus Mariota and the boys, but I think I'm going to take the underline too. I think it'll be a close game. I think Dart pulls it out. I think we see a showcasing of what Dart's going to be in the future because I think Dart is real nasty.
That's my dog.
That defense, the Giants' defense is not bad. You can't count them out. So I think I'm going to take the Giants in the under today.
Well, you was pretty spot on with that, Caleb. I'll give you some dap on that. You were spot on with that. It's two teams that just struggling like crazy. Injuries have depleted both squads on both sides of the ball. I think they're both on pretty tremendous losing streaks right now. What is it? New York's lost 7 in a row. Washington's lost 8 in a row. And Mariota, yes, he is a backup quarterback, but he's got so much time under his belt behind center that he's not like a normal backup quarterback would be. Debo needs to put up a shut up, man. We need something out of Debo. I mean, yeah, it would suck if he just does it in these last 3 or 4 games and balls out, but where the hell was you earlier in the season? I feel Debo's been a disappointment this year so far. I was looking for much bigger things out of Debo. Jackson Dart is hungry, man. And, Caleb, I agree with you. I think he's going to be a beast in this league. It's been my thought since he came out of Ole Miss, man. I think the running back Tracy is going to just carve up this Washington defense. And it's going to be a shame to have a backup running back like this get 100+ yards on you, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm taking New York Giants in the under in this game. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be a snoozer. Thank God we got some other games to watch at this time slot. So yeah, New York Giants in the under for me. What you got, Keith?
Man, these teams are sorry. I mean, I don't know where to start. I agree with you guys on Dart, but I don't know if Dart can get out of his own way. I mean, he's just going to stay hurt. That's the problem. I think today he'll eat. He'll be fine. I mean, Washington's defense is horrible. It made J.J. McCarthy look like I said last week, look like a young Matt Stafford out there. So I think the Giants will be fine. I mean, if Washington wants to win this game, they're going to have to lean on that healthy offensive line with Cosme, Biotish, Paul, and company up the middle. Like they're going to have to run McNichols and Bill a boatload. Jack, I agree with you on Debo, but it seems like the play calling's gotten away from Debo's a gadget guy. You got to design plays for him. You just don't drop back if Debo gets open. That's not how
I haven't seen many jet sweeps out of Debo, dude. That's his bread and butter.
They used it in the preseason. Remember the very first play of the preseason, they run Debo on a jet sweep. For what? Like what are we doing here? So yeah.
Whoa, hold up. You got Keith. Keith's on the clock. Hey, KG, put it on the clock. Keith got up. What are we doing here?
Yes, he did. He didn't even know it.
But anyway,
right,
joke's on me.
No, it's nothing bad.
No, it's a good thing.
It's part of the show. It's a bit.
So yeah, thank God for Red Zone. I'll have one eye on that TV, but I'll mainly be watching the other games today at 1. So give me the Giants in the snoozer, like Jack said. Let's call this thing 16-13.
Yeah,
16-13. Giants win by 3.
Because you guys got to buy in the fantasy today, so you ain't got nothing to play for, in fantasy league. Some of us playoff guys.
Both of my leagues, facts, out of the playoffs, both.
Oh, that sucks.
All right, so I'm gonna do this real quick and real short and real sweet. So KG, be ready because you ain't got much time to do this. I think the Commanders lose this ball game to the Giants because I just don't see enough oomph and enough. I mean, you got your top 3 corners out, you got your 2 top D linemen out, you got I don't know what you have on the defensive side of the football for this team to be respectable and for it to happen. So I'll take the Giants. I think we hit the over by accident. Like we ain't trying to do it, but it's gonna happen. And with that point, Warren Moon, the guy with the best moon ball ever, take it away.
Oh, this is a tough one to call because both teams are not really good. Number one, number two. It seems like Washington pretty much lays down and just says, "Hey, walk all over me." It's like they have a trample fetish or something, or squishing fetish or whatever. But it seems like they just lay down and just let people walk all over them this season. The defense doesn't stand up. But this is, again, like I said last week, this is just evaluation of talent. Guys that haven't got very many snaps this year should get a lot of snaps from here until week 18. Unfortunately, it makes me sick to my stomach to say this, but the Giants win this game, and I think it's going to be the Giants win this game old school Jet style. If you guys are old enough to remember Washington went into the Meadowlands and lost to the Jets 3-0. That's what this is going to be.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's how nasty. I'm talking nasty. I'm talking pineapples and anchovies on pizza nasty. Woo. That's how this game's going to be.
So who you got?
I got the Giants.
You had to ask that question after that?
Damn, we all picked the Giants?
Two things I got my eye on. One is the field. I don't know if you guys saw, but they were literally – they had pickup trucks with snow plows on in front of them, just pushing, just driving right on the field. I couldn't believe that. Yeah. The second thing is
where's Keith?
I guess we're going to find out about Ben Sinnott hopefully today, right?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to let y'all know right now. If Ben Sinnott has any kind of a day, we going to Sizzler.
What's up? I'm ready.
I have Ben Sinnott with 4 receptions, 1 touchdown, and like 35 yards. If any of that hit, Jack, where we going, Jack?
We going to Sizzler.
That's hilarious.
That's my white man can't jump joint.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, KG. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Next, before we go to that, let me get these comments because we had picks in the comments as well.
Oh, do we?
Come on. Jeff says, yes, Caleb, I am a huge Patriot fan and have been, and I'm a Duke guy.
Go Devils.
Boone said 70% of our team is in the ICU. We should have never participated in NFC Hard Knocks. It's a curse. That being said, our command is under. All right. So next up is what you eating.
Oh yeah, I've got to tell Caleb about this, but he can figure it out. We go through what we're going to be eating today, either for supper or during the games, Caleb. So if you got your eye on something or you're thinking about eating something today, let us know what you're working with.
Well, I just got intel that Randy might be making some Parmesan crusted chicken. So I think we're going to have some of that with some pasta later. But as far as I know, that's it. Might order some wings or something later for the game because Dallas play late tonight. So you have to watch that game.
Yeah, pace yourself. Yeah.
And for you junkies, Randy is Bone that was on a couple weeks ago.
Okay. That makes sense now.
That funny son bitch.
Go ahead. Tell us what you eating, Jack.
Oh Lord. What are we eating? I think we're doing some chicken tacos. I've had burritos 2 nights in a row, boy. I'm gonna be a mess here shortly. But yeah, like I say, eating healthy. Midnight Rider got to see me a little bit of a skinny me. I'm down 30 pounds. Uh, it's the fins and feathers diet. If anybody wants it, if it's got fins, if it's got feathers, eat it. So yeah, we're gonna do some chicken tacos. It's always a quick go-to over here.
All right. Well, hold your ears then, Jack.
You got some steak.
Hold your ears. I got some seasoned lean ground beef upstairs, and we about to patty-ize those bad boys, and they're going. I don't know if I'm putting them on the George Foreman's because it's snow on my grill outside, so they'll probably go there. I like the Arby's fries right out of the bag. They're going right. They're going right on the cookie sheet and right in the oven, 425 for about 14 minutes, and they're going to be
25.
Just right. They're going to be just right. So bacon burgers and fries.
Oh,
I'll be rolling
house burgers. I like it.
What you got in that, Ryder?
I got leftovers. So I went to Sylvester's.
Sylvester's, motherfucker.
Sylvestre, whatever you want to call it, motherfucker. Same thing. Do the thing. How the thing do it. Do. I got the chicken and steak with the rice, and I always get French fries because I like I need the fries for the thickness. Because I like my women thick too. So yeah, I got that. I ate like 3 plates off of it yesterday, and I still got probably 2 or 3 plates off of it today. Like this is
damn. I gotta get there,
man. And when I opened up the box, I looked at it. And I was like, "Yo, I don't even have to ask for pause. I don't have to ask for extra meat, because they just supply everything you need. Like I think it would be a thing if you ask for extra. Like I don't know if they could close the box. You know what I'm saying?
What's it cost, man? What's a plate cost? 15?
$20, dog.
$20. You set for the week.
I'm set for the weekend.
Damn. I gotta get there, man.
And I literally told somebody, I was like, yo, send me 20 and I'm good. And they were like, okay, I'll send you 30. I was like, okay. And then literally I went in yesterday after I left you. And I was like, all right, let me get the I didn't ask for anything extra. I said, let me get the chicken and steak. Give me 2 extra sauces. That's all I asked for extra. And yeah, dog, I'm gonna eat all day today.
But what did I say to you when we was getting ready to leave the field yesterday? I said, man, I could go for some grub and shit.
Yeah, you did.
You was going to Sylvester's, man. I'd have went with you. Instead, I went to Wawa, fool.
But Wawa good too, dog.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yo, dude, for real. The only reason I don't get Wawa on the regular is because it's not close to my house.
Right.
Because I would go to Wawa on Central Ave, not Central Ave. What is that?
301.
Wherever the Wawa is in PG County, off whatever that exit is, I'd go there and I get me a steak and cheese. I'd hook it up. Like, I love me a Wawa stuff, dog.
Yeah, I fucks with Wawa.
Now, see, I'm about to blow your mind because you're talking about you love a Wawa sub. Now, we talking about food. If you ain't been to Sheets, I suggest you go to Sheets. Now, hold on. I'm not taking nothing against Wawa, but you got to have a rotation. You want a chicken? You want one of the best chicken sandwiches in Maryland? Go to Royal Farms, but it's a Royal Farms in Curtis Bay. They got this pulled chicken sandwich with Old Bay seasoning and Old Bay sauce. Probably the best chicken sandwich I've ever had from a restaurant. You want good sandwiches? Wawa. Wawa got great cold cut. But Sheets and
appetizer.
And Shell got Dashing. You want a good burger? Go to a Dashing at a Shell.
Nah,
man. No, I'm telling you, they got handcrafted burgers. That Dashing burger, when I tell you it will set you right, it'll set you right. They got the patty bone,
but it's gotta be certain areas.
Green peppers and
onions. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Kids, you gotta
Yeah,
give them certain areas because
not around my way.
everybody ain't got the dash in. I know what you're talking about because I had to lean in and understand. When I went into Waldorf, like there are gas stations that got torch food, and I got like
Yes.
wings from one of the gas stations in Waldorf, and that joint was like fire. So I get what you're saying, bruh.
Now, I mean, granted, there's certain areas, but I've been to a couple of dash-ins. They don't fail.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Fail.
There's I don't know the name of the place because they don't have a sign on the outside of the place. But if you go down Route 5 and you make a right, after you pass the Italian place, after you pass the light, after you pass
the Italian place.
Hold on, Jack. After you pass Spirit of Faith Church, there's a right turn that you make on this random road, and you end up at this little house. And these people have, I'm gonna tell you right now, they have one of the best fried chicken plates or offers that you can have. I think they give you like 4 pieces of chicken for like $8. And then if you add fries and all that stuff, of course it adds up. But these little old ladies, it's a mom and pop shop. All the truck drivers
talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Dog, I'm telling you right now, it's one of the best places I ever had food from. I haven't been there, of course, because I haven't been in that area in the last 10 years. But yeah, man, them folks took care of me back in the day.
Well, Caleb, down your way, is that Moe's joint still there?
No, they took out Moe's a little bit ago. When I first moved to Maryland, they had Moe's still here in the little shopping center. But they took that out.
I used to bust that Moe's up.
Moe's was legit.
Have y'all had Baja Fresh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Used to be a Baja Fresh in Arundel Mills Mall.
That's where I went to with that. Yep.
Man, Boston Commons. See, this is where we get into the fat kid moments. Boston Commons Mall used to have a spot, dog. I used to go to their spot, and I get the 3 enchiladas. It'd be steak, chicken, and shrimp. All I would do is I take everything, the rice and the black beans, I just dump them into the main part of the thing and mix everything up and chop it up. Actually, it may have been enchiladas. And I chop it up, man, and I eat that, dog. Talk about a meal, man. Oh my God. Great time.
Let's see.
I used to love Arlington because Arlington was one of the best food places in this area.
It was. Yeah. Down on the waterfront, had some good stuff in Alexandria too. Caleb, down in Southern Maryland, Caleb, give us one of your go-to spots that's not something people would know about.
Do y'all like seafood?
Yeah, right.
Go to Captain Smith Seafood.
Hold on, Caleb. You don't understand.
I already told him about Captain Jerry.
You got 3 fat guys in Keith. So you can talk about food with us all you want.
I'm a big crab cake guy.
Ooh, that's good. Hold on.
Stoney's got a nice crab cake.
I'm gonna go with my grandma. Like, I'm not a chain restaurant crab cake. My grandmother makes the best crab cakes I've ever had, so I gotta go with my grandmother. If we're talking chain, go to Captain Smith Seafood and they'll hook you up. I'm telling you, Captain Smith's where it's at.
Yeah, I know the bones.
They got good fish. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's good. Yes, sir.
Captain Smith's where it's at. It's in like the little Solomon Captain Smith's.
Okay.
It's in like a Solomon shopping center, I think is what it's called, like located at, is where it's called.
All the way down, right before you get to the bridge.
Right before you get to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know.
Hey, G.
Because let me tell you something.
A field trip.
I went down there, but I went down there to go there, and they were closed. I don't think they were open at the time because I think they opened at like 4:00 for dinner.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know for sure what their hours are, but I know sometimes they'll have in-season hours, especially in winter and fall time. They'll have some in-season hours.
was trying to find a seafood place, and we went down. We couldn't get in there, and we Googled and found another one down Lexington Park. They done moved to Dennis Point now, but it's a place called Captain Pat's. Now imagine going in there your first time, and you looking for all you can eat seafood, and they tell you $35, all you can eat crabs, oysters,
shrimp, everything.
Shrimp any way you want cooked. You can get 4 different cooked shrimp, crab bowls, French fries, coleslaw.
Wow.
It was like this big old platter for $35. Now they took some of the stuff off the platter. I think the price went up to about $45, but it's all you can eat. I go down there, man. I'm like, I can't finish the all you can eat platter, so just give me the catfish platter, and I'm good. And get a catfish platter with a soft shell crab, a deep fried soft shell crab.
Oh, absolutely. That's my speed.
Yo, if you want a good catfish, if you anywhere in Columbia, Chicks and Friends, in Columbia, their catfish is on point, dog. I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, I learned about it through another network, but yo, Chicken Friends and their catfish fly, dog. It's catfish, their shrimp, everything they do, they don't do nothing wrong. So, there we go.
Keith,
the fat Keith,
what you got up your way, Keith? Give us a spot that's not a regular known restaurant that's banging up your way in the north.
Well, there's two places. One in East Baltimore, right off 95, not too far from Curtis Bay, called Nick's Fish House.
Yes. Oh, I know Nick's. One of
the best crab cakes you ever had, and a little undercover is a place up in Abingdon, Maryland, kind of near Edgewood. All right, if you know where Edgewood is,
I know Edgewood
before you get to Aberdeen, but after White Marsh, it's called Box Hill Pizzeria and Crab Cakes, and they have a great crab cake.
Oh, don't Vinny Serrato talk about them?
Vinny does. I think I haven't listened to his show in a while, but I think he does talk about. Yeah, I think they sponsor a segment or something. Yeah.
Yes, I heard Vinny Serrato mention that place. And like I say, we just some fat cats that like food. My ears perk up, boy. Bing, bing, bing.
There we go. We got games in 7 minutes.
Yeah, man, we having fun with food.
Let's get out of here, man.
Great show. And
hold on, let me get to these
thanks
comments.
For joining us, brother.
Nice. Maddie said broccoli and chicken baked tonight
for the whole family and little.
And he said air fry is better for Arby's fries.
It's hard to imagine them better, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh yeah, Arby's fries are money.
And the wife says she agrees with that. And Maddie says sheets equal shits. I don't know what's going on with your sheets out there.
I like their appetizers.
When I tell you sheets is where it's at. You on the road, you want to stop? Sheets is where it's at. Best mozzarella sticks on the East Coast.
Yes, poppers and mozzarella sticks.
JoJo said the deli joint sandwich place in Gwen Park. It's a New York style deli. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Brandywine, New York style deli.
There you go, Jack. We just talked about it this weekend.
Brandywine, New York style deli. Yeah, Coach Hayes was like, "Oh yeah,
in the parking lot."
Yeah, man.
So, thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Caleb, for joining us as our guest picker.
Thank y'all for having me.
All the lines were brought to you by our unofficial partner in FanDuel. Remember, you can listen to the Sideline Junkie Sunday Rise tomorrow morning. You can listen to it 8 a.m. and you can get your full feel of this entire show. So don't forget that. And also, Meatloaf, tell them what they need to do.
Subscribe and like with YouTube. Subscribe and like with YouTube. Subscribe and like with YouTube.
Subscribe and like on YouTube.
Like with YouTube.
That's what Meatloaf tells us. Subscribe and like with YouTube. So
I love Meatloaf.
For the Gentleman Jack. Wrong side. For the Gentleman Jack, the Midnight Rider, the correspondent, Caleb. I'm the big guy, KG. We don't do no overtime, y'all, but we did it today, but it's a regular Sunday, so we good. We are out of here.